And now we do A Course in Miracles workbook, lesson 162. And this is a beautiful affirmation. This is a gentle turning inwards. As we say the words, I am, pause, I am, as God created me. This single thought, held firmly in the mind, localized, but the mind, nevertheless, would save the world. In other words, save the world. In the old day, they used to say, go save your toy. That meant go put it away. That's the way save is used here. It would save the world. It removes it from the dream of our awareness. It removes the intensity of the world we've imagined, cruelty, whatever, the ugliness. It saves it from the awareness of purity. From time to time, we will repeat it. And as we reach another stage in learning, so we're now transcending deeper and deeper, lighter and lighter, becoming lighter and lighter. It will mean far more to you as you advance into the knowing of yourself. These words are sacred, for they are the words God gave in answer to the world you made, the world you imagined, the world you're dreaming. By them, it disappears. By these words, the world vanishes. And all things seen within its misty clouds and vaporous illusions, objects, people, places, things, and events, as these words are spoken, for they come from God. I am as God created me. Here is the word by which the Son became his Father's happiness, his love, and his completion. Completion is total extension, knowingly being total extension of God. Here, creation is proclaimed and honored as it is, untouched by illusions. There is no dream these words will not dispel, and no thought of sin, and no illusion by which the dream contains that will not fade away before their might. They are the trumpet of awakening that sounds around the world. The dead awake, the dead, those asleep in the dream, in its answer to its call. And those who live body, mind appearances and hear the sound will never look on death again. Death, those who are asleep, the appearance of form, and even those who are in formlessness, because as one of us gets it, the entire collective mind gets it too, because we're one mind. That's why each one that awakens to self awakens the mind to itself. That's the function we have. Not to fix an illusion, not to fix the world, not to heal others. There's no others. There's only the awakening of each self to itself. Holy indeed is he who makes these words his home. Let me stop there. This is why I do this. Because the more I share this through my passionate body, mind, identity, nature, through I share it, the peace of God becomes that which I knowingly am. Knowingly am. Holy indeed is he who makes these words his own. Holy, lifted in awareness, joining with the memory of self, the holy self. Arising with them in his mind, recalling, remembering them throughout the day, remembering our true self, our true essential nature. At night, bringing them with him as he goes to sleep. His dreams are happy. His rest secured. You sleep dead. Dreamless sleep is when you know you're transcending. His safety certain. His body healed. Because he sleeps and wakens with the truth before him always. I am as God created me. He will save the world. He'll bring awareness in. He'll end the dream of separation. Because he gives the world what he receives, the knowing of his true self, the self we are as the Holy Son of God. Each time he practices the words of truth, I am as God created me. Today we practice simply, for the words we use are mighty, that they need no thoughts beyond themselves to change the mind of him who uses them or her. So holy is it changed, that it is now the treasury in which God places all his gifts and all his love into your awareness. The awareness you are, to be distributed to all the world, increased in giving, increased in awareness of the self, in giving, kept complete because its sharing is unlimited. And thus you learn to think with God and not think the thoughts that interrupt your awareness. Because God's thought is unconditional acceptance, love. Christ's vision, the memory of the Son as the extension of his Father, has restored your sight by salvaging, saving, rescuing your mind, your true mind, bringing it into the awake mind that you are. And so it says, we honor you today. That's the sons of God that were fractured body minds joining the Christ mind. The Christ mind, which is made up of all the awakened self. Say, we honor you today. These are the saints, saint-lit minds, joined with the Jesus that's now the Christ mind. Today we honor you. Yours is the right to perfect holiness. You have the right to perfect holiness. You now accept. With this acceptance is salvation brought to everyone. Why? Another part of the mind is lit. For who could cherish sin when holiness like this has blessed the world and the illusion starts to fade, the veil starts to drop? Less attention to conflict thoughts, less attention to questions, investigations abide. Who could despair when perfect joy is yours, available to all as remedy for grief and for misery, all sense of loss, and from complete escape from sin and guilt? When we're caught in despair, the word despair, split. There's a pair, there's two. When we're in despair, we're in two minds. The mind is split and identified with the body, as opposed to identified with the higher mind, the spirit. Despair means you've trapped and your mind is split and you've gone with the wrong mind. Despair, wrong mind. Anguish, wrong mind. And who would not be brother to you now? You, his redeemer, reflections of the true self Christ we all are. And his savior, as he is yours, because we now become reflections of the love we are. Who could fail to welcome you into his heart with loving invitation when that's what you're offering? Eager to unite with one like him in holiness. Attraction, which is law of one. You are as God created you. These words dispel the night, the illusion, the veil, the shadow, and darkness is no more. Dreaming is no more. We awake to the light. The light is come. The awareness has come. The clarity of what we are has come. The transcending of understanding into the knowing of the light we are, of the essence, the self-same essence as God we are, of shared being we are in God. The light has come to bless the world. For you have recognized the Son of God, self, body, mind, illusion, truth, the silent stillness within. The joy that wants to expand and share itself knowingly. And in that recognition is the world's. We are one indivisible universe, which is the activity of one dreaming mind, which is the extension of God's eternal love. Be you that knowing, Holy Son of God. Be blessed.